Heal your closed heart in 35 min. The heart that closes off to protect itself becomes its own prison. The heart that opens for healing turns into the entire universe. Do you ever feel like your deepest self is stuck in a life pause, struggling to genuinely connect with your inner core and with the people all around you? Are you tired of feeling isolated, even when surrounded by loved ones? In the coming moments, you will dive completely into the 639 Hz frequency, an ancient resonance holding the vibrational capacity to restore balance to your emotions and mend the most deeply rooted wounds within your spirit. This subtle yet potent sound is the key to unlocking the true self that lies dormant within. Through a journey of 3 practical and profoundly meditative stages, we will concentrate on releasing your emotional core, renewing the comprehensive health of your relationships, and aligning your personal vibration with genuine, universal, and selfless love. This powerful methodology is founded on the deep, timeless wisdom of Taoism and the proven vibrational science of the Solfeggio frequencies, merging Eastern philosophy with modern science for your ultimate well-being. If your main desire is to achieve a genuine and lasting metamorphosis, we invite you to become part of our community and access exclusive weekly practices designed to deepen your process of self-discovery. A commitment to inner work is a prerequisite for external change. The simplest truth of existence is this: your ability to truly and genuinely love others is restricted if you are carrying a heart overloaded with unresolved emotional scars, or those that have not been fully processed in the present moment. The Tao Te Ching guides us on this path, reminding us, when you discover peace within yourself and your true center, the entire universe, without exception, becomes your safest and most tranquil haven. Inner calm creates an external sanctuary. However, the constant challenge is that we spend our whole lives accumulating heavy resentments, chronic fears, and dense emotional barriers that painfully separate us from our true, luminous and essential nature, the one we are meant to embody. Today, the healing sound of 639 Hz will act as a comforting and curative balm upon your deepest wound. Are you genuinely prepared and willing for the radical honesty of simply feeling your emotions without judgment, allowing them to flow completely and freely? Before any real deep healing can manifest in your life, it is absolutely essential that you give yourself conscious permission to fully experience all your emotions, even those uncomfortable feelings you instinctively avoid. Authentic vulnerability precedes profound transformation. And this is the societal reality we often suppress. Most people navigate their existence with a shielded heart, protected by thick layers of unprocessed pain, never assimilated by the soul and the nervous system. Have you paused for a second to consider why you find it so difficult to fully trust others? Why you constantly repeat the same dysfunctional and cyclical patterns in your relationships? Or why that immense emptiness persists despite being surrounded by many people you cherish? The key to untangling this emotional knot lies in the frequency or energy that your heart is continuously broadcasting to the universe and to your immediate environment. From the ancient wisdom of traditional Chinese medicine, the heart is far more than just a simple biological pumping organ. It is considered the honored and sacred palace of the Shen, meaning your spirit, your higher consciousness, and your immortal soul. When this Shen becomes agitated or disturbed by emotions that have not been consciously released or expressed, the vital flow of Qi, life force, in the heart inevitably stagnates and dramatically weakens, causing inner turmoil. And when this essential energy flow stops, becomes blocked, or is chronically reversed, your social interactions turn toxic and restrictive. Your inner peace dissipates without remedy, and your spirit begins to feel fragmented and scattered without a clear direction. The 639 Hz frequency precisely resonates with the vibrational note that the heart, Chakra inherently needs to awaken from its inertia and reactivate fully and without fear. We are not discussing some unrealistic mystical or esoteric gimmick. This is pure and proven scientific resonance that interacts directly with your subtle biology. Every single one of your cells responds directly and immediately to the vibrational stimuli it receives from its surroundings and your energetic field dot by exposing your energy field to the pure wave of 639 Hz. You are achieving a direct and profound recalibration of your heart's emotional matrix, adjusting it to a significantly higher and brighter vibration than your current one. The sound acts as a tuning fork for the soul. But here lies the crucial detail that separates simple listening from genuine transformation. It is not enough to listen to the frequency totally passively and without intention. You must prepare the inner terrain of your soul to receive this transformative healing that is readily available to you. Visualize actively for a moment that your heart is an untended garden, filled with weeds, debris, and thorns that you have allowed to grow without restraint or boundaries. Before you can plant new and beautiful flowers of light and affection, you need to thoroughly cleanse that soul earth of everything that no longer serves you. And that demanding task of deep cleansing is precisely what we will do together right now, in this moment of perfect stillness. Gently close your eyes. Inhale deeply 3 times consecutively, feeling how the air powerfully anchors you in the present, releasing both the past and the future. Bring your entire awareness to the center of your chest, the space right between your 2 lungs, your powerhouse of emotional energy. Remain in that space of absolute silence and quietude for a moment. Observe it internally without judging or criticizing, only as a compassionate witness to your own sensations. Do you feel rigidity? An overwhelming heaviness? Do you perhaps notice pressure, a shadow of sadness, or a bothersome and persistent emptiness that accompanies you? Any sensation that emerges into your consciousness at this moment is perfectly valid and entirely legitimate. The initial and fundamental step toward any true healing is complete and unfiltered, emotional honesty with yourself and with your life story. Now, with every breath you take, visualize a gentle, brilliant emerald green light igniting right in the center of your chest. This light you visualize is your immutable Shen, your deepest spiritual essence which never abandoned you. It was merely temporarily concealed beneath layers of protection and chronic fear. With every inhale, that green light becomes progressively more potent and radiant, expanding limitlessly in all directions. With every exhale, you gratefully release the heavy layers of protection that your soul no longer requires, needs, or that no longer serve you to grow or advance on your path. You are not destroying your center. You are finally liberating it from its armor and its enforced confinement. Welcome back to your core. What profound sensations did this initial immersion pause leave with you? Perhaps a silent tear of release, maybe an unusual and unfamiliar peace, or perhaps a strong resistance to opening up to what is new. Everything is an inherent part of the journey, and everything is perfectly valid in this healing process. We will now delve a little deeper within, because the simple opening of the heart is only the starting point and the beginning of real transformation. The genuine and demanding work lies in healing and integrating the scars you have been relentlessly carrying, some originating from years ago, and perhaps others that stem from an ancestral past that resonates energetically within you. Healing is not a moment, but a continuous journey of integration. Here is the often uncomfortable truth of life. Your current relationships, without exception, are a loyal and precise mirror of the deepest and most persistent wounds you have yet to fully heal internally, which is why they continually reappear. If you consistently attract people who suddenly end up abandoning you, it is highly likely that you are resonating with an unresolved abandonment wound from your childhood or adult life. If you find yourself repeating toxic dynamics of excessive control or pathological codependency, there is a deep, unresolved power conflict at the center of your energetic system and your bonds. If you feel unable to offer genuine and sincere forgiveness to yourself or to others, a wound of betrayal remains embedded and painful in the core of your soul, preventing you from moving forward. And fundamentally, all these painful wounds resonate at a low vibration that interrupts or sabotages the natural flow of loving energy throughout your entire existence and your surrounding reality. The 639 Hz frequency is widely known in the vibrational field as the frequency of reconciliation and the healing of bonds, but its scope is not solely limited to external and social relationships. It begins with you. The non-negotiable priority is to heal your relationship with yourself, which is the foundation of everything. Let's be frank and direct. How many times have you betrayed your own personal boundaries to try to please and placate others? On how many occasions have you emotionally abandoned yourself because of the overwhelming and irrational fear of loneliness and the emptiness of not having someone close by? How many times have you held a sharp resentment against yourself for mistakes you made in the distant or recent past without giving yourself a second chance? In the pure Taoist philosophy, we actively seek the dynamic equilibrium between yin and yang, the two primordial forces that compose the universe. The dance of receiving and giving is central to a balanced life in the context of the heart's energy. Yin represents the intrinsic capacity to receive with total openness and grace, love, compassion, tenderness, and emotional sustenance. Yang, on the other hand, is the active capacity to give, selfless affection, protection of your boundaries, and constructive action oriented toward the exterior of yourself. When your heart or soul is wounded, one of these two flows immediately becomes imbalanced, creating disharmony. Perhaps you give excessively to others without receiving absolutely anything in return, leading to total exhaustion and the feeling of not being appreciated. Or perhaps you only receive without reciprocating, creating parasitic and completely unbalanced bonds that drain your energy. The perfect vibrational harmony between giving and receiving is the true and ultimate goal of this exercise and of your life in general. Now we will focus on a very potent and transformative visualization exercise for your energetic ties. Close your eyes. Breathe deeply, releasing the tensions that invade you upon exhaling. Bring into your mind, with perfect clarity, a particular relationship that is currently causing you persistent pain or distress. It could be with someone physically absent. It could be with yourself, or with a current person whom you are unable to totally forgive internally. Do not choose the deepest wound right away to avoid overwhelming yourself. Choose one you intuitively feel is ready and ripe to be released from your system of beliefs and emotions. Visualize that person directly in front of you. Or if it is a personal wound, visualize your own reflection in a mirror of light and clarity. Now, observe with your internal vision. Between your heart center and the heart center of that person, there exists an energetic cord subtly uniting them across time and space. We all create these subtle bonds with the momentous figures and people in our lives, for better or for worse. Some of these bonds are bright and healthy, nourishing both individuals with positive energy. Others, however, are tangled, dark, and polluted by mutual resentment or unresolved guilt. Observe the color and texture of that cord carefully. Does it feel tight, dense, or does it flow relaxed and light as a feather? Do not sever it yet. First, you need to understand the deep and momentous lesson that this interaction brought into your life as a disguised gift. For this is the secret that changes everything. No one appears by accident or mere chance on your evolutionary path. Every person, every emotional wound, every moment of pain serves a higher and evolutionary purpose in your journey of spiritual development and personal growth. Slowly return to your full awareness. Become completely conscious of your body. Feel the spaciousness and lightness in the area of your heart. Something undeniably has shifted internally, hasn't it? Take a moment to sense that new energy. It might be a very subtle feeling or a deep, obvious change in your mood, but there is a sense of ease that was completely absent at the beginning of today's practice. That feeling of ease you sense, that internal lightness, is your original frequency and your natural state. It is your essential state before life taught you the need to protect yourself, to close off emotionally, and to deeply distrust others in the process. We now arrive at the decisive and most vital step of this process, the conscious integration of this new frequency into every aspect of your daily life, sustaining it throughout the day. Because achieving calm in the midst of a meditation is a significant accomplishment, but sustaining that deep peace when you return to your routine, confronting the same people, the same challenges, and the situations that previously completely destabilized you, is something entirely different. Herein lies the true paradigm and reality shift you are seeking. You do not attract into your life what you desire with the logical mind, but what you constantly vibrate without filters or doubts, with the absolute certainty of your heart. If your current vibration is in the spectrum of fear, you will inevitably attract bonds built upon the unstable foundation of insecurity and the constant dread of being hurt. If you continue to endlessly vibrate in past resentment and unreleased guilt, you will manifest external situations that will only give you more reasons to resent and hate. But if you manage to consistently vibrate at the frequency of unconditional love, compassion, and liberating forgiveness, your external reality will begin to mirror, like a reflection, this deep internal harmony you have found. Your inner state is your most powerful magnet, the 639 Hz frequency you have absorbed during these minutes is not a fleeting or temporary experience. Its effect extends beyond a single moment. It is a deep and permanent vibrational recalibration that your energetic field is fully assimilating right at this precise moment of your life. Every cellular nucleus of your being is receiving the vital and fundamental message. It is safe to love. It is safe to fully trust. It is safe to open up unreservedly to the world again without fear. In Taoism, the concept of Jing vital essence is utilized, the stored essence that nourishes the entire physical and energetic system. But there also exists an emotional essence, emotional Jing, a pure emotional quintessence that resides precisely in the center of your spiritual heart. When this essence is pure and whole, your feelings flow with complete naturalness. You feel pain at loss, immense joy in unexpected encounters, and deep serenity in the total acceptance of life as it is. You neither suppress nor explode your feelings uncontrollably. You simply allow yourself to be carried by the natural and organic flow. However, when this emotional Jing is tainted by undigested traumas or fear, your responses become impulsive, disproportionate, and highly reactive to the slightest external stimulus or comment. A simple critique suddenly feels like a death threat or an attack on your personal worth. A small distance or silence feels like a total and irreparable abandonment by the loved one. This is not a lack of character, but a nervous system in constant hypervigilance and alert, relentlessly anticipating the next painful blow. The healing you are experiencing right now is the restoration and purity of your deepest emotional Jing. You are cleaning the muddy waters of your heart center so that they become crystal clear. And when the waters of your heart are crystalline and clear, you can see the truth without distortions or filters. You can offer a conscious, serene, and intelligent response instead of reacting from wound and pain. Slowly and gently open your eyes. Delicately wiggle your fingers and toes to anchor yourself in the present. Return completely to your physical body, but be sure to bring this new frequency of love and peace that you have just anchored into your energetic system with you. Do not mentally abandon it, thinking it was just a pleasant and fleeting experience without real significance. It is now an inherent and integral part of your being. What you have experienced today is not simply passive meditation. It is a genuine and tangible turning point in your personal emotional history and your evolution. You have successfully performed the cleansing, healing, and total alignment of your heart. But the real test begins now, when you close this video and return to your usual daily life and your daily interactions. Will you be able to maintain this inner calm and serenity when someone annoys you or unintentionally frustrates you? Can you sustain that openness and vulnerability when the fear of being hurt or vulnerable tries to invade without warning? Will you be able to hold that loving and unconditional light even when facing unexpected rejection from others, remembering your inherent value? The answer is a resounding yes, if you transform it into a constant and daily practice, making conscious decisions with every step. The Tao is not just theory, nor a book. It is lived in daily practice, in your small and conscious decisions, in the moments when you choose to respond with peace from your center, instead of reacting with anger from your pain. Whenever you feel your heart center attempting to close, immediately return to this simple exercise. Listen to the 639 Hz frequency again with intention. Direct your breath toward your heart with love. Remind yourself of who you are in essence, an unbreakable being of light, with the infinite capacity to love, be loved, heal, and be deeply healed. And if this practice resonated deeply with you, if you perceive the shift of a slight breeze or a hurricane, please share it with someone who urgently needs it in their life. It is truly incredible how many lives you can touch and transform simply by sharing this vibrational medicine with others. Give us a like if you feel your heart was liberated from an unnecessary burden. Leave us an honest comment about the most impactful thing you experienced in this session and the biggest change you felt. And subscribe to our channel to continue this journey of healing and consciousness together week after week. Next week, we will explore the powerful art of Reiki and the release of vital energy, finally balancing the yin and yang throughout your entire being. If you manage to heal your heart today, imagine the capacity you will have when your energy flows completely, without restrictions or blockages in your entire system. I bid you farewell with these final and profound words from the Tao Te Ching. Love is a choice you renew, without exception, in every moment of your life. Choose love. Choose openness. Choose your healing now. We will meet in the next practice of conscious elevation and expansion. May your heart radiate pure and unconditional light to all those around you.